straight for the sky. I'm always in a hurry, but I'm worth your time, your time, your time, your time. Yeah, 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 24 hours open, I know. 4 in the morning, are you alone? 24 hours open, I know. You know how I know.
Some turn things for the paperback greens. Truth be told, it's all I know. I'd rather go blind than lose my soul. Rather not eat if it means I can't speak. I don't lose sleep over niggas who sweet. See, this whole dream was built on cream. If it ain't about $1, why you talking to me?
Yeah, oil still spilling, niggas still chillin' though. We in your house like the rock through the window. Yeah, ho, when it's like that for you and you thought that I wasn't gonna mention this at all. It's about to blow and everybody's on dope. Like who hasn't died from a fucking overdose? Well, here's a song, get on, methadone, take the edge off, slip off, how you love that? This is how we do it, we writing them real raps. I ain't gotta worry about getting my chain back, cause niggas know I don't need to get mine snatched. And I hope when they hear this, they can feel where I'm at. Like back in the day, Brian Tate for both sacks. Max catch a case in the face, Max pin, and it happened to some friends. Their intentions was way better than their decisions. I'm not finished, call every number on my phone like you heard this new song that came on. It was wild. That nigga Chuck lost his mind on that rhyme, and it rhymed like
living a dream, we only see. Some turn things for the paperback greens. So, it's all I know. I'd rather go blind than lose my soul. Rather not eat if it means I can't speak. I don't lose sleep over niggas who sleep. See, this whole dream was built on free. If it ain't about $1, why you talking to me?
2012 is here, we all is avatars, we all be living laws, we all got pretty bras, the whole globe is ours, we taking over the earth, you thought it was bad, now this shit is gonna get worse, cause niggas want money too flashy, I'm truly brainwashed by this life, it's like a movie, stay the business to the end, call me young, happy Hoffman, hear about them all the time, we don't see them often, and he don't fit in with all them cornballs, it's going down, too late to warn y'all, some real niggas get down too laid back, cause the attention is for girls, that's why she wearing that.
Living the dream, we only see. Some turn things for the paperback greens. So I know. I'd rather go blind than lose my soul. Rather not eat if it means I can't speak. I don't lose sleep over niggas who sleep. See, this whole dream was built on free. If it ain't about $1, why you talking to me?
Little rapper, rap up, all that trap bullshit, you can dance or back up. Damn, dear Prancer, don't dash for games, don't dip for chips, don't give up your chain, let them flash the pain. Wait, see if they fuck, let me see if they miss. If they hit me, it's luck, if they touch me, I quit. I'm a rapper for life, I'm the rapper of life. Come after the door, got a bad tight. Big fool, that's that shit I dislike. Big rules, that's that shit I did like. She like the mixed drinks, I like mixed type, she got an accent, she loves the mixed type. Oh, you're English? You heard of Chuck the Rapper? You heard of Chance the Ripper? You wanna fuck a rapper? Life's funny like that, like that. Make it then you bring her right back, right back.
We only see. Some turn things for the paperback greens. So I know. I'd rather go blind than lose my soul. Rather not eat if it means I can't speak. I don't lose sleep over niggas who sleep. See, this whole dream was built on free. If it ain't about $1, why you talking to me?
Got the move, no ooh. I'm on music too. Ooh, I just throw the boo now. Ooh, she gon' eat the boo. Bread up in that guy, and you would think that bag would come in far. Smile up in my face, but like a plastic bag, I see through you.
Hey, Keith, fuck these niggas up. You fuck them up with this one, take Keith. We got my boy JP. Take Keith and do. Show's getting full. Hoes getting took. All out of rock, that shit like that. What you want, cuz?
Riding in the motherfucking road. Fuck. Niggas talking down on low. Yeah. Made $100 wanna find this body, you gon' have to go fishing. We watch a nigga like this, you get did up. If you say the wrong thing, you get hit up. We gon' break out niggas down like the Swisser. Take a picture. When it's cold, bitch, I'm still the hottest nigga. Them niggas on the other side broke, got overlooked. All about the Benjamins, I'm feeling like Book. Feeling like Raymond. Grape Street, gang, what you saying? 700 we the new range. Riding in the motherfucking road. Niggas talking down on low. Yeah, made 100 plays in the fold. Gotta maintain, stay focused. Riding in the motherfucking road. Nigga.
Yo, happy snowy Saturday.
Wake up, goddammit.
It's literally like snow outside taller than Isaiah Thomas.
Yes.
Like,
Meanwhile, I haven't left my house in 24 to 48 hours, but Deshaun pulled up in the Jeep.
Yeah,
in
man.
the Jeep.
You got to switch up vehicles and come with the little army truck to come get people out of their house.
It was like a little army truck, like back in the day.
It was nice.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you can get out and be moving about. But before we hop into a couple of things, we got a few quick announcements. The 3-Piece ain't the only show that we can get going here. We got some good things for you to listen to throughout the week. But today, from 1:30 to 2:30, you get Steve Bright and the Rock Discovery Show.
Rock.
You get that going for you. From 4:30 to
That
6,
young,
you get.
He looked like a Viking or some shit. You really got to check this out.
And then at 4:30 to 6, you get Do Right Radio with DJ Police State.
Do right, don't do it wrong.
Oh, I like that. Okay, I see you. Tuesdays from 6
Write
to
that
7,
down.
you got In the Kitchen with Elite.
Cooking.
Fridays 2 to 4, you got The Cool Show with Eva the Cool.
Evie.
And every day from 8 to 10 p.m., the latest Chicago singles. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be Evie. I'm out here fucking up names.
Portia's like
cool.
That's
the
the Migos with these ad libs.
She is
I mean,
like,
For lame.
they just come. They just throw something at me. Throw me anything right now. Let's
Mama.
just see
and with that said, while we on the Portia, happy birthday to Portia.
PK birthday.
Thank you.
Portia just turned. What you turn today, Portia?
Thank you. 20-something, you know.
I got 20-something reasons to tell you. You fine as hell.
Oh,
Yo, where that
man.
came
Thank
from?
you.
You said it was from
but
Chicago.
Yes,
Where
years
that shit?
ago, my parents made love and they gave birth to me on this day.
Do you know? Did you ever try to pinpoint the date that it was that you were like
No,
kind of created?
I try not to think of it too hard.
That's fair. I've come to realize
Outside
I'm a New
of
Year's Eve
anatomy.
baby. Yeah, I'm a New Year's Eve baby. It happened.
So you had that conversation.
No, I just thought about it. Like I didn't really want to ask. I just thought about
Yeah,
like
I
I'm
was
born in
gonna say,
September.
Not necessarily trying to discuss
mean,
Christmas
but
and New Year's Eve.
I mean,
It's one of
but
those
some
two.
kids have it easy. Like if your name is Cabo, I'm just gonna assume. Oh man.
Well, what about the girls
whose
whose name like Caprice? Like they didn't necessarily have to be made in the classic.
I mean, and my name's Portia. I wasn't necessarily made in a Porsche, so you can't make assumptions. Can't make assumptions. But,
Verse.
Oh, you couldn't.
No, but so yeah, it's Mouse Sauce Radio. We are the 3-Piece, and speaking of, we weren't even speaking of it, but follow us on Twitter. I
Yeah.
recently changed all of my Twitter handles and Instagram handles and everything.
That's because she's
So
trying to
I'm
get this
now
bag, y'all, and
I'm
leave
now-
me and Jamal here.
Secure
Portia King
the bag.
Media, and we got Shawn X Grant.
Yep.
And then we got Jamal Andress.
Verified.
Wait.
He the only one who verified.
The only official one out here.
I am technically
With
verified
credibility.
on Twitter.
but wait.
I want to say
Visible
this.
credibility.
As I say every week, Twitter does not send me a check. It is not a big deal.
No, they do send him a check.
It's
He just
not
can't
a big
claim the
deal.
check.
Exactly.
So look, let me tell you how this verified shit really works. Verified is really a brand ambassadorship to drive the statics of Twitter. That way they can get more ad dollars. So Jamal does get a check.
The reason that I am verified is because I work for a news organization, and they need to know that what I'm saying ain't bullshit. So
what we
and ain't
say
no
is
fake
bullshit.
So we're bullshit
So we're
now.
Jamal
bullshit.
Andress
We
is
fake
running
news,
around
huh?
out there. It's
So
just
what
y'all
that
ain't
little,
bullshit. I'm
but
just
what
saying.
that little check mark does is it puts you on a pedestal to where you can get bigger bucks.
I'll say this.
A little hurt by
I'll
that.
say this. Prior to being verified, I wanted to be verified really bad, and then it happened, and it really didn't change.
That's
much.
because we bust shit about you and give you jokes. But it's cool though.
Yo,
You know-
speaking of
Wait.
jokes, for everybody watching
Okay.
on YouTube,
Chicago.
have you ever seen this bullshit?
Chicago.
Anybody?
Can we
Hey, look, we're not
where
gonna
is
let this Houston boy come in here and try to
Okay, so
disrespect us.
here's the thing. For my birthday, I'm actually throwing a party/launch.
If you wanna pull up,
party
you can't.
for my website that just launched. So I figured I'd give out some old classic goodie bags. So Chicago, we got Fruities, we got Chewies, we got Warheads, we got these little sticks that used to look like cigarettes, but now it's candy.
I want to give credit where it's due.
Lemonhead.
I want to give credit where it's due. Portia came in here on her birthday and gave us goodie bags,
She
right?
did.
Yeah, hey,
That's a
what's
big
up?
deal.
Hey, Portia love the folks.
But then she lied and said this is some Chicago shit.
This is so Chicago. I remember I used to buy this every day on my neighbor's porch.
We have taken a straw
25
poll in the room, and that is not some Chicago shit. I have Chicago
they just
people
hate
in the
Nobody
room
else
currently
will-
off camera, like, I
Slapstick.
don't know, bruh.
Slapsticks. It's caramel, it's marshmallow, and happiness on a stick, G. Like on a stick. So I don't know what you all have been missing, but test it out and change your life. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, look.
One time for Chatham.
Me being me and growing up in Chatham, I've seen them. I've never ate one.
You've never eaten
I don't
one?
eat candy
Oh.
for real.
Oh, man.
I don't eat candy. I don't eat chocolate. I don't eat none of that.
We're not.
What?
We haven't completely confirmed this is candy. To be fair,
You haven't
let's
tasted it.
let's move forward. It's Valentine's Day coming up here soon, and I have some questions for you guys.
Okay. Let's
I have some questions that I think will evoke strong opinions out of the group.
And this is coming from a married man. So get ready.
That's why I'm asking y'all. I have everything is no comment for me. The first one I have. How does everyone feel about women proposals?
It's a no.
No.
It's Valentine's Day coming up. It's some ladies out here in long-standing relationships, and bruh man just ain't getting it done. You're
It's
not
a
stepping
no.
up.
It's a no. Like,
It's a no,
No.
for both. Y'all want to think
No.
about it a little bit?
I'm
I
not
thought
getting
about
down
it
on a
already.
knee. I'm not getting down on a knee. The thing is, if you aren't man enough, and if we are to the point where there's a mutual agreement between us that we want to get married, and you're not willing to just take that knee,
But okay.
Yo.
But
Yeah.
but let's say this is the man of your dreams though.
Right, I
Everything's going right. Everything's good. All you need to do is make that next step. What's up?
right? Just like, come on, babe, we going for a ride. Just pull up to
Yo.
the courthouse. No.
Let me
The
be
thing is,
real honest here. If it was the woman that I'm head over heel in loves with, like she got key to the crib, key
Right.
to the car, know my
Bank
phone
accounts.
code, she get anything out the money. If she got on one knee, I'm still gonna look at her and say, "Babe, what the fuck you doing?" Like, get
I
up.
mean, here's the thing.
Don't
I
do
feel
this.
like women who propose, they're the ones who just got sick and tired of being sick and tired,
Ooh.
and they're just really anxious to that point.
So
to
they
where,
lonely?
"Look, I'm not gonna wait
Tell
on
all
you.
them people on
I'm not gonna wait on
Shade
you. I
Room
mean,
how you
the thing
feel.
is, it's nothing wrong with the woman shooting her shot. Like,
Right.
yeah, if you a girl and you see a dude, you could slide in the DM. You could tell him, like, come on, let's hang out. I think you're really cool. You could initiate that first interaction.
Right.
But I'm not going to initiate us spending the rest
So
of
what's
our
the
lives
difference?
together on my knee.
What's the
Am
difference?
I going to buy my own ring? Am I going to buy you a ring?
You ain't got to buy your own ring. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
how
buy
does
you
that
a
work?
ring?
When you
Exactly.
propose, do you buy a ring? Like if a woman proposes, does she buy a ring?
Maybe it's like a chain. I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
it's something different.
Well, here's a question.
Hey, she show up with a ticket to the All-Star game, like, "Will you marry me?"
But here's a question, though. As a man or as men, would you feel offended, say you, like, how important is the ring from your perspective? How would you feel if you bought your girl a ring and then she returned it and went and got a nicer one?
I'd be mad as hell, hurt,
You mad?
upset.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Everybody has their like glow up, right? And you may get married prior to said glow up, and that's fine. But if you return the ring without me like being involved in the process,
Right.
it's a problem. It's
Okay,
a
I
huge
get
problem.
that.
Like
I get it.
if you doing your thing, you a multimillionaire and I'm a janitor. You gonna have to take this small itty bitty ring and wear it next to all your Prada and Christy Louis Vuittons and all
Jamal know
that.
he ain't
Right,
buying no
because the thing
small
is,
ring.
but I guess that's the way to
Don't-
tell that if she's really
You
down
gonna have to
for
take
you.
this small ring.
And if she really loves you for you, she knows what you're working with. She knows that this is what you're coming to the table with. But if you offer her heart or her your heart, then that should be
I'm
enough,
just saying,
right?
if you really being, look, man, like I understand some people don't have it and they want to be married. But with that said, there's ways to get nice rings and not spend your whole bank account.
What, stealing?
No, dead ass serious. No, dead serious. Like there's
Without
payment
credit cards.
plans.
There are payment
There's
plans.
sales that go on around
Hey.
Valentine's
But then
Day
there's-
and
but then you
holidays.
have to
Like,
have credit.
That's
Credit
the
score
thing.
goes into
That's-
a
I mean, but even with that still, like there's other things that go on, like holiday sales. Like
Yeah.
it's ways. Like
You can
it's ways.
you can definitely get an acceptable ring. But
Yeah.
if it's
Dog,
if
go
y'all
sell
are in
crack
two
or
different
something,
tax,
like- No, I'm
like
just
it's,
playing.
that only works if you're in the same general tax bracket. Like if she making 7 figures and you not, like it's like I can only payment plan my way to a certain level of ring. Like once you get past like I don't know $10,000, like ain't no payment plan for you. Like that's not that's not gonna work if you only making whatever. That's not gonna get the job done. So it depends on what she expecting too. Like, if all her friends got $15,000 rings, it's like, well, you ain't gonna get one of those. Ain't no payment plan to get that done. I can't do that.
That's real.
It's stressful.
I mean, or you could just fly somewhere where they have diamonds for the low.
You trying to get some blood diamonds?
You trying to send this nigga to Anguilla?
I'm just saying, like, you go to that black market.
Blood diamonds
show
for
it's
the
real.
low?
That's really stressful. Like,
I bet.
y'all
I
just
bet
made
that's
my
stressful.
chest get tight.
But you better get it right.
That's true.
Well,
That's
I'm
true.
not. I don't plan on getting married anytime soon, guys.
Right.
So
I
I
feel
got
you.
plenty
Yo,
of time to get it
I feel
right.
you.
So speaking of getting it right, here's my next question.
Okay.
Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Is Valentine's Day for men and women or just women? This is very simple. This is a very easy answer.
Both.
Can I give a
Is it
real
both?
answer?
It's
Can I give a
both.
real answer?
Give me a real answer.
In my
'Cause I have a
eyes,
strong opinion on
my
this.
eyes, it's for the man and the woman,
Right,
but it's
I agree.
more so for the woman. And I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on,
Okay.
let me break this down.
Please do.
Okay.
Me as a man, I don't care about receiving a gift or a card or any of that. If I get it, cool. That's extra incentive. But for me, it's taking care and giving something to the woman that I like or love, making sure she got a good dinner, making sure she got a gift that she like,
Right.
all of that. The only kickback for me is I probably get some ass out of it, but like that's cool. But for me,
Just
the same
throw
man,
it back
But
and it's fine.
no, I'm
Okay.
saying like, but even if I don't, like it's cool. But like the more important thing for me is to make sure that she's happy with what she has, and then I'm good too in return.
Okay, but here's the thing. So what about relationships or situations where you do that on a daily basis? Where we go to dinner all the time.
Oh, well, I mean-
we go out. You do make sure she's happy and does all these things. Then what makes or sets Valentine's Day apart from any other day?
When I'm in a relationship, we do things all the time. Like we're gonna go to dinner, we're gonna go to a movie, we're gonna go to a game. I'm gonna buy you some shit that I like just because I like it. I know you gonna like it. But I also have a level in my mind to take it to another level. Like I know a everyday Saturday dinner from a Valentine's dinner at a place she really gonna like. Like I know what my general gift is gonna look like, and then what my gift on Valentine's Day gonna look like. Like I always got another level. Like it don't never be on no
It's
regular
levels to
level.
this,
Oh, it's
Tasha?
definitely levels to this. Like it's like a tier 4
Wait.
for like Valentine's Day.
Okay.
If you don't know what's so funny about Valentine's Day, and it's probably the most hilarious and funnest Valentine's Day I've ever had, but so White Castle, y'all, they do every Valentine's Day. They do an exclusive.
Your guy rented you a table at White
shutdown-
Castle.
Huh?
Your guy rented you a table at White Castle.
No. But I went with some friends. But the thing is that it was pretty dope. If you like White Castles, I didn't go for the cheese sticks. But
If
they
in
shut
fact you
down
like
the
White
entire
Castles.
establishment, and you have to have reservations to get in. Gee, when I tell you the one on 79th and Stony Island was booked. Shit was
With
booked.
ratchets?
You could not get in. So we had to go
White
to the
tablecloths and
we
White
had,
Castle?
Yeah, they had tablecloths. They had flowers. They had a menu. The waiters or the people who worked there served you. They had hearts hanging from the
White
sky. They had Boys to Men
White
playing.
Castles,
They
y'all
had playlists.
trash.
They had a step and repeat.
White Castles, y'all are
They
so
had,
trash.
They had X's
only
and,
do that
they
like a
had
Big
X's
Shirley.
and O's made of French fries and chicken rings. They had it was just
it
so
was like
right. And the
elementary
thing is-
lunch.
Yeah, but they serve you. You get real roses. They were real roses with thorns.
We're sure they were real roses.
They had thorns, and they decayed in my car afterwards. But the thing is, I knew it was real when I walked in. We were walking up. They took our name down, and then this other guy came in behind us, and they said, "You got a reservation?" He said, "No." They said, "Well, you can't come in, brother." And I'm like, whoa, we're the only people in here.
Yo, the
We're the
day
only people in there.
the
and it was
day I
funny
get
as hell.
kicked out of a White Castle
Is the day that I stop
burn
fucking
that
going to
thing
White Castle.
down. I swear to God, Molotov cocktail in the front
Check it
door.
out. I'm saying check it out. You could get a reservation, but the one on 79th probably was lit because it was booked. And if you want to laugh,
I'm
you're just sick of the whole romantic dinner, bubble.
Seems like it's fun as long as everyone is in on the joke.
The day
Yes.
before
Like-
Valentine's
No, it
Day.
cannot
That's
be
the
a
problem.
It cannot be a like. Come on, babe.
You
I'm gonna show
can't
something
surprise Bae, and she like got on her long dress, like got her hair and makeup
Hell
done,
no.
nails done, and then
No.
y'all show y'all ass up to White
special.
Castle.
No, that
like,
was
surprise.
a day like me and some friends went, and we went to Wrigleyville after.
Gotcha.
So it was like that
Gotcha.
kind of.
Everyone talked about it. Everybody
kind of
knew
day.
what was going on.
I
was
wish I
dressed
had Snapchat. I
appropriately.
wish I had Snapchat. It would have been hilarious. Hilarious. And, you know, I might go this year. You never know.
I'm not mad at you. I just think that
Tell you where I won't be.
I just feel like
Y'all got gas and
Valentine's
shit
Day-
during late night sex. That's some nasty shit.
You smell
Don't
like
get-
onions coming
Eating that
back to the
goddamn
crib.
kangaroo meat. Like, that's disgusting.
Kangaroo meat is actually pretty good, though. I've
I
tasted it.
bet you do know what kangaroo meat tastes
I
like.
do. Australia's the only place where they eat their national emblem.
Okay, with that said.
Okay,
That's-
but next question. Next question.
See what else we got here before we go down this particular rabbit hole. Okay, so for anyone who has watched Insecure and actually most recently Grownish, they dealt with this topic.
Yeah.
On the first season of Insecure, you'll remember Molly, the character Molly on Insecure.
Her irritating
She was
ass.
dating a guy. Everything was going great. Then she finds out the guy used to sleep with dudes. Found out dude was bisexual. On Grownish, they have a woman. I'm not sure what her name is, but there's a woman on Grownish who is bisexual, and she ends up talking to this guy who is bisexual, and she can't do it. She breaks up with the guy, can't handle it.
Double standard.
So, my question to you, if there is a double standard on women being bisexual versus guys, why is that the case? Why do when guys, how come
I can tell
guys
you.
be like,
tell
how
you.
come women be like, oh, I had a period in college, and guys be like, oh yeah, if you
I
slept
can
with a
tell
guy, you gay.
I could tell you. So that I think it just really comes down to the level of or the factor of penetration. So
I've never heard that.
I'm
okay,
trying to say this
I have
seriously.
never heard
I'm trying
that.
to say this seriously.
Yeah.
So, woman, there's no way that another woman can penetrate another woman.
Yes, you can.
Where- oh. Okay, I mean, like, you cannot get gutty with it. So,
You can't get what?
gutty. Like, a piece of a woman, other than a hand, cannot penetrate another woman. I'm trying to say this seriously and just articulate this a bit.
Okay.
But the fact
I'ma
of
eat
the
my
matter
chicken.
is that a man can, in fact, put himself in another man. And that is the piece that just, I think, triggers culture to have that double standard.
That is so. I've like heard this question, and people subscribe to this fairly often and easily, but I've never heard it broke down physically. I did
That's
not
what I
realize
imagine.
that's
That's what I
that's
imagine.
the thing that makes it
Yeah.
that makes that thing
I mean,
makes
it's
it work
another
for you.
person entering you.
Huh?
And women, we do it all the time.
Do what all the time?
If you're a straight woman, you might get penetrated all the time.
Right.
Well, maybe not all the time, but
Occasionally.
you might. But if you had
On the
sex-
holidays.
But if you,
After a night of drinking.
but if you had sex and you
After
had-
White Castle dates.
But
Exactly.
yeah, get the Febreze candles ready to go. But I'm just saying, with dudes, it's like another dude inside of you, and that's just the
But
piece that
does it
throws
matter
me
if
off.
Next question.
Does it matter if the dude Deshaun has no takes. Does it
None.
matter if the dude is the one who did the penetrating?
Next
Does
question.
that matter to you?
Yes, I mean it's just a turnoff. I've never been attracted to women, and I don't know if I would necessarily like a man who's been attracted to another man.
So if a woman puts a strap on and does
That's
that,
not her. That's an addition.
If a woman
Oh,
puts a
but it's
strap
her
on-
intentions.
if a woman puts a strap on, it's different. Like, okay,
Yes.
if Susie puts a strap on and takes on Molly, like it's different than Bobby getting in with
Okay.
whoever.
Okay, Deshaun, you take it away. I don't know anything about strap.
The fuck no, I didn't. No, I'm done. This is y'all
Literally,
conversation.
no one wants to touch this topic.
I don't know anything about strap on.
I'm just here, but I was. Well, oh, no, never mind. Y'all go ahead. No. I was curious to why.
I can't believe we didn't found a topic Sean ain't
No,
got a hot
look.
take on. This is wild.
No, look,
This needs
look.
to be written
Look,
down.
I'm
in
curious.
3-piece history.
I'm
Bobby
very
has
curious
no
about
takes.
this as to why. So why? Okay, so look. So when there's a woman and woman relationship.
Why is that attractive?
No, I mean, I don't care about that. My thing is, why do women have strap-ons? Because then it's like you fucking a guy.
Beats me.
See, now y'all wanted me to talk and y'all ain't got no damn answers.
Beats me.
Like, I don't get it. Like, it's wild because, like, never mind. That's a story
I
for
don't know.
later.
Maybe it's an emotional thing. Maybe it's an emotional thing. Maybe.
Hey, I don't get it. And then what is the girl with the strap-on getting out of it?
Man, I don't know. I always imagine
Here's the
like
thing.
maybe it's something inside the strap-on.
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay, maybe we
Oh,
need to
it
take
is?
a field trip to a sex store.
Oh, wait, we have a guest that knows the answers?
Hey, we got a feature.
Our in-house sex guru over here.
All I know is that they got double strap, double-ended ones that go in and they hit the G-spot.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And they got ones when they having sex, it slap against the clitoris, so it kind of.
There are
Double
several
stimuli.
options.
Double stimuli.
Like guys just getting sex robots. Women got technical shit. Like
Been had.
women got stuff
Hey,
that's
Jamal, would you fuck a sex robot?
You can't ask him that. He has a wife.
Yo, I know his wife. I'm
I
not
was
doing
gonna
that
say
shit today.
no, it would no. That's definitely
No, all
not
right,
gonna
Jamal, if
happen.
you were a single man, would you fuck a sex robot?
That's the same question.
Here's the thing. Personally, this is my personal opinion. I don't need the whole rope. Like that just feels like a lot. Like
just used to your hand?
if you,
All right, cool. Next
open
subject.
If you open your closet and this like plastic body fall out, like that just seems odd. I feel like it should be like something smaller that, you know, you can just keep in a drawer somewhere. Yeah, like that's it. That's all. That's all.
All right.
Hey, shout out to the production group. But wait, while we're just on this
Three-piece
topic,
about to be a meme.
While we're on this, wait, you're about to be a meme.
I was gonna say me specifically.
But
Wait, you didn't answer the question. You got
What
a question
question?
too. The
I
question
got
you just
a
asked me.
sex robot?
Would you fuck a sex robot?
No.
That's what I should have said, huh? Yeah.
No.
But do you all remember that show
point.
called Sex Talk on HBO? We were probably maybe like in high school. It was that little old white lady. And she used to do demonstrations with Barbie dolls. And then she used to take in calls
That's weird.
and different things. It was just really interesting. Just
That's
randomly
odd.
popped up in my head.
That's
It was a pretty informative show.
We know what you were watching. But wait. So we're going to break up this for a second. We got some musical selections to go into. What are we dropping off first here? All right, so we're going to drop into Loyalty by my homie Ashley Banks.
Hey.
And
You're listening to the three-piece.
and you're listening to the three-piece talk about a whole bunch of freaky ass sex shit.
Nigga chillin' loyalty, we shoot a type to
it's offensive to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You setting me up, bro.
your response will be like, that's good. Like, in a roundabout way, it'll be like,
Hey, you
hell
handled
no.
yourself very well.
Watch my niggas that be on your team. I want you to win, but they be ballin', bustin', go to sleep. Talkin' cheap. Used to rap for people that won't rap for me. Would've took a bullet for you, but no, you won't die for me. Lie to me, make it sound good that you got loyalty. Your loyalty gon' turn your stupid ass into a casualty. Loyalty.
Waiting on Saturday, I don't know where to go. Maybe we need a break, maybe we should just take it slow. Maybe I just need to find myself. Being alone, I don't need no help. You don't ever cross the line, we fussing, fighting all the time. I don't want to waste your time no more. I want you to see it through. Baby, it's me and you. I don't want to take your time no more. I want you to take a break. Wait till the Saturday. 'Cause you and me, we can be far away on the beach. You and I, day and night. Take a chance, it'll be alright. You and me, we can be far away on the beach. You and I, day and night. Take a chance, it'll be alright. I don't want to waste your time no more. I want you to see it through. Baby, it's me and you. I don't want to take your time no more. I want you to take a break. Wait till it's Saturday.
I could be in your arms, stay with me. We should be more than these Saturday nights. No more games. You can't really leave me a little bit to cause my pain. You know we are one and the same. See, I don't like the back and forth, so give me more and more and more.
I don't want to waste your time no more. I want you to see it through. Baby, it's me and you. I don't want to take your time no more. I want you to take a break. Wait till the Saturday. You and me, we can be far away on the beach. You and I, day and night. Take a chance, it'll be alright. You and me, we can be far away on the beach. You and I, tonight. Take a chance, it'll be alright.
Make me an offer, baby. Give me a heart. Make me an offer, baby. Before we start.
everyone who's tuning in and tweeting us. Again, Portia King Media, Jamal Andress, and Shawn X Grant on Twitter. But so coming back, I am actually about to depart.
When it's your birthday,
Hey
you
guys,
just leave work
I'm about
early.
to bounce.
When it's your birthday, you just leave work early.
Yeah, I mean, today we're going to be celebrating.
Can we talk
from
about
2 to
Portia
6.
real quick? Her hair laid. She got this velvet hat on. She fine as fuck in this maroon.
Yo, Portia
Hey,
found
Portia.
Portia found out there was gonna be cameras involved and hasn't come back like the same since.
I'm not even wearing makeup
It's like
today.
It don't
flames
matter. You
outfits,
naturally fine.
long
Oh my
coats.
gosh. Thank you, guys.
Like the whole thing.
What you doing for
Well, I'm sure that
Valentine's
you all
Day?
are going to really enjoy when Tenelle
You want a
comes in
sack of
this year.
30?
No. No, I'm just saying they're flaunting over a girl. And then
So for
some-
Valentine's Day, you trying to get like a crave case? We get a sack of 10 before the sack.
Yo, I be thinking Deshaun playing, but then he like licked his lips just now, so I'm really
Shut up,
not
Jamal.
sure.
I'm over here shooting.
I mean,
You
I'm
say
sure
you stay
I'll
off
see you at my
75th?
party. Sure. Whoa, who's listening? You're throwing numbers out.
Giving out
They said
addresses.
it earlier when they were talking
Right.
about the candy.
Okay, well, everyone, please.
I can
I'm
bring
about
some candy to you.
head out to my
Chocolate for my beautiful light
extravaganza.
skin.
So, yeah, visit.
Happy
Thank
Happy birthday,
you.
Gable Portia. Hey! Happy birthday.
And visit PortiaKing.com. Check it out.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
We're gonna have Tenelle join us.
Yeah, we're gonna have Tenelle join us for a whole bunch of ignorant black man talk.
Oh yeah.
This is just now turned.
yeah,
This
I'm
show
gonna
is
miss
about
this,
to
but-
drastically
The three-piece
change.
has just
Yeah.
turned into the man cave.
Oh yeah, you guys gonna talk about the NBA and trading.
We're about to
and
get into
We're
this
gonna talk
NBA
about
trade
Instagram
deadline.
models,
Fun
Jordans,
stuff.
cars,
Dwayne Wade's back where he was.
strippers. All
This
the
is
things
about
we're
to
not gonna
be-
do on Valentine's.
It's about to be bachelor party radio. Right?
Yeah. Hey, I like
so
that. Bachelor
y'all
party
have
radio.
fun. You guys have fun with that, and tune in next week, next Saturday. Well, no, we aren't on next Saturday.
Yeah, we're not on next Saturday. So
Okay, well, Saturday after that.
Yo.
Tune in.
And in between time, check out PortiaKing.com.
exactly. But we'll be right back with more banter.
The letter I would like to go into with you very briefly is the letter C. It is one of my favorites.
Meantime, in between.
It's very underrated
That's what I meant to say.
in terms of letters. You know, very few people sit around and comment on the virtues of the letter C. But it is the first letter in cash money. It is the first letter in Constitution, and it is the last letter in music.
Oh, y'all niggas see me now? Yeah, know you can smell what I'm cooking. I caught you looking. Know you see me now? Y'all niggas running before. You stunted on flows, but you say you see me now? You was stuck on the vision. You couldn't fuck with the vision, but you see me now. Ah, you see me now. Caught him slipping, he capping on this water, no captain. The waves is crashing around him. He's Peter screaming, "Come catch me!" The faith is lacking, he can't. So he keep running the numbers, but all he's catching is cramps. He be with shooters, all my niggas got clamps. We clearly culture, been collecting the stamps of different nations. My caution in the wind with the smoke from all of my coffin in Amsterdam. I drink coffee and dodge all the cancer clouds on my campfire like teachings. Name a campaign more cohesive than truth. A culmination of lies, a compilation of proof. A combination of both is what creates all this confusion. Your captions don't save nobody, they castrating my body on camera. Credit mine to y'all, I've been considering Canada. I could play chameleon, slip through customs in the pinch. I play Charmeleon on this flame, I pitch. Don't act like y'all niggas don't hate my shit. Oh, y'all niggas see me now?
Oh, it's very underrated.
Yeah, know you can smell what I'm cooking. I caught you looking. Know you see me now? Y'all niggas running before. You stunted on flows, but you say you see me now? You was stuck on the vision. You couldn't fuck with the vision, but you see me now. Ah, you see me now. I can't I'm ready to an unpopular consensus. I have not conceived.
I'm scared a relationship. Thinking of running a friendship. I don't wanna fuck this up. No. These other girls are distractions. I've been really taking no action. So turning to jumping, bro. From you, don't need a whole lot of love. Don't need a whole lot of love. Don't need a whole lot of love. I just need that shit from you. Okay, I pull up, hop out, already lit. I'm rolling, so watch how I spin. I said that I quit that, but did it again, cause I'm with you. Look at my wrist. I'm damaged, but not now. Just let me live. You take me a little way back. I feel like a kid when I'm with you.
I think I'm in love with you, but I don't think it's working. All you do is working.
Party. You know how I get around my friends. Ain't seen my niggas in a minute. We threw a party, it was different. All that was missing was just you. So I been tripping up that stuff again. I just need that rush again. I just hit my plug again. Tryna see what's up again. If I call it cool, if I ever fall in love again, I'm tripping over you. Okay, I pop out like Katie and my trip to bands. Let's run away, baby, as far as we can. I feel it so weighty. You know how I get when I'm with you. Okay, you know how I feel about you, don't you forget. What we had was special, now it don't exist. You take me way back, I feel like a kid when I'm with you. I'm so loner, I'm so loner. I'm a fucking loser, I don't wanna lose you. Should have said something sooner, like what you doing later, can I see you sooner, like you from
Oklahoma, just cancel my Uber, cause that was a dumb line. I ain't seen the sunshine in about 3 days. I should come out sometime. I don't know what I'm drinking. Is this moonshine? I'm trying to get to you. You don't need a whole lot of.
I think I'm in love with you, but I don't think it's worth
Don't need a whole lot.
all you do is work.
I didn't need that shit.
Party.
So turn that bitch up when I walk in. Feel like I rode in on a dolphin. Okay, I'm fucked up, I'm just talking. I'm just saying shit for you. You know how I get around my friends. Ain't seen my niggas in a minute. We threw a party with some women. I was just trying to get to you. I've been tripping off that stuff again. I've been hitting on my plugs again. But if I ever fall in love again, I'll be tripping over you. You don't need a whole lot of. Don't need a whole lot of. Don't need a whole lot of. I just need that shit from you. Don't need a whole lot.
Yo, we back. The 3-piece has now turned into the man cave. We have kicked Portia out on her birthday with her fine ass. We kicked her out.
Portia too, I ain't gonna lie.
Portia fine. If I know Portia since I was 12, so it was like my sister, but she fine.
That's kind of nasty sounding, but whatever. That's like my sister, but you know she could get it though. What kind of shit is that?
Tenelle coming off the bitch flaming.
Everybody know they got like a friend that they know is fine as hell, but they just so far in the friend zone.
You
and
gotta
ain't
let it
worth
go.
exploring. Yeah,
you can't like.
Yeah, I done known Portia since I was 12. Like that's a long ass time of friendship now.
True.
So, yeah,
this is very true.
But anyway,
mess that up.
So if you haven't heard the ignorant nigga that has joined us, Tenelle is here now.
I'm actually very intelligent.
Get the fuck out of here. If y'all done heard him during the commercial break, y'all would have said otherwise.
He drinking Douce right now.
It's strategic ignorance. That's what it is.
As he sit here and drinks Evan Williams and Ian J mix next to us.
Don't judge me.
We have
Some
nothing
savage
but
shit.
bad things.
But yeah,
to
now
say.
that this has become the man cave, women, we ask you to bear with us. We will not be talking very misogynistic at all. We'll just be talking about a lot of shit that men kind of have interest in.
Which, starting with one of the craziest trade deadlines in a while.
That shit was insane.
At least for the Cavs, we can reasonably say this is the biggest transition the Cavs have made since LeBron came back.
Yeah, I think we could thank Kevin Durant for fucking the league up real quick.
To be honest,
can we just take
really
a straw
hoping
poll?
Joe Johnson could help the Rockets a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead, what you saying?
I was just gonna say, can we take a straw poll? Who think like KD did some bitch ass shit?
Yeah.
By going to the Warriors.
I don't
Is
like
that
he
everybody.
no, my thing is I don't care where the fuck you go. You just don't go to the team that's the 73-9 team who eliminated your ass.
Who came back from 3-1 and kicked you out of the playoffs.
But I mean, at the same time, it's the NBA. I don't give a fuck. He lost anyway.
I mean, it's like
he got that rate, and he
everybody
really
know
don't
what
care.
time it is. And I mean, he from a power standpoint, he snapped because it's like they can't lose now. He ensure himself victories, and if they stay healthy, even if they don't stay healthy, they still.
You know what I found interesting though? I found interesting like after that championship, it was this thing that went on where he said that he thought by going to the Warriors and winning that championship, it was going to validate who he was and his career. And he said, if anything, it kind of made him feel worse and more empty because it was kind of like, I got it, but I don't feel like I thought I was going to feel
code. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
the thing.
Like, how good you could feel good about doing good on a test, but if you didn't pass on your own merit to a certain degree, it's kind of
I've cheated in college and got an A, and I felt okay.
Your starting five, out of your starting five, there are 4 All-Stars. That's just not. It's legitimately like an All-Star team, and I think is just not something that you can really feel great about.
The thing is just like, it's almost like Trump. It's like, right now, we know that nobody fucking with Buddy for real like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's some people who are. If you in Golden State, you fucking with Kevin Durant. But overall, it's like, y'all know there's some hoe ass shit.
Yeah.
And in history, it might not look that way, though.
But you know, some of that I attribute to how much credit we give rings. Like, people will still talk down on Charles Barkley and Tracy McGrady and John Stockton, like all these people who are legends because they ain't got no rings. And now it's like I'm gonna get out of here with a ring. Like that's just I feel like his attitude because he never would have got one with OKC. That reasonably could have happened.
Yeah, he could have got one.
He could have. But
They should have went to the finals that year. He left.
It's also a reasonable possibility he wouldn't. That could totally happen.
They added Oladipo before he left. Oladipo from the DMV.
Yeah.
And he an all-star now. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They could have did something, but whatever. I don't want to talk about KD. He bothers.
So, all right. So if you missed all of this, I'm going to try to run back as best I can all the things that happened at the trade deadline. Firstly, the Cavs sent their whole team packing. Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and a 2018 first-round pick
Fuck Isaiah Thomas.
Are all going to the Lakers. They still have their Brooklyn pick, however.
Which is smart.
Yeah, you got to keep that because LeBron might bounce on your ass.
I don't know. With the Cavs, I'm just hurt. I don't even really want to talk about the Cavs. For real. I mean, it is what it is.
So they sent Dwayne Wade to Miami for a second-round pick. Basically just...
He had the most cracking, uneventful reunion ever last night.
Yeah.
Like, he had 3 points and 2 assists, but there was a great-ass 3 points and 2 assists.
It was a high school attendance at the game and shit. Motherfuckers on the beach.
Dwayne Wade just got sent to Miami because that's where he's going to retire, and they're going to build a statue for Wade, and that's where he should be. You sent Derrick Rose to the Jazz. Derrick Rose went to the Jazz and immediately got released. They releasing him so he can potentially go help a playoff team, supposedly.
He probably gonna go to Tibbs in there.
Yeah, that would make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
Why?
D Rose come on my bench. He's still one of the fastest niggas in the country.
You can sign him for $100,000.
Right,
like,
but look, no. I'm not because the chemistry that the Wolves have right now is pretty decent. And in the
this nigga really think the Wolves finna win the championship.
No, I don't.
You might as well
really
get
don't.
Jimmy Butler tattooed on his
I
ass.
really don't. No, I'm just being honest. Like, and if you really look at it, Tyus Jones has been playing a great backup point guard role. So why are you going to degrade and like take away from his work by bringing in D Rose?
But it could totally be a favor though. Like if you are Tibbs and you feel like Derrick Rose worked hard for you, you could be like, yeah,
this what it is. This what it really is.
Give him a job for the
D Rose knocked Deshaun over in 8th grade. And he's still hurt.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, no, like
we discussed this.
Like, I really I'm a D Rose fan. Like, but I'm not gonna fuck up the chemistry of the team I got going.
But if he don't get no time, it don't matter, right?
Then what you signing him for? Give him a check to sit on the bench?
I'm just saying, if Tibbs feels close to Derrick Rose, then that might be the point. Like, yeah, I want to give my man's a check, get him out the, get him out his front.
And then Tibbs gonna sign Joakim Noah next, huh?
I hope not. Joakim Noah got paid. Shout out to Joakim Noah's agent.
I think, whenever you a good coach, bringing a veteran in and know your system that really know the ins and outs of what's going on does help the overall morale of the group. He can't hurt it because he was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go back to Mizzou, you could add something to the journalism program. You know what I'm saying? So, at any point.
I would hope that if he comes in, he knows his role, which is to simply be a veteran voice in the locker room.
I don't think he
And if somebody Tyus Jones break his leg, like, come in and play.
My nigga ain't even 30 yet. Niggas talk about him like he 59.
He got 59-year-old knees. Like,
hey, he still jump higher than all the niggas in here put together. So shout out to D Rose. Get your money. Story. Shout out to your son. I like his modeling.
All right. Pause. So lastly, Iman Shumpert went to the Kings.
Fuck Iman Shumpert.
And damn, really?
Yeah, they should have been there. I ain't gonna lie.
Iman Shumpert.
The Cavs, he should have been gone. He done been
Shumpert
hurt 20 times. He been hurt more than D Rose. He got a cute family.
He went and got a reality show, but he can't play ball.
He never been on no hoopish end.
Shout out to Tiana Taylor.
I want to know what shot he shot at Tiana Taylor because I need that exact word.
I mean, he was balling for a minute. Like, it ain't like Iman Shumpert wasn't a big deal.
Tiana Taylor, she was determined to get her an NBA nigga that she could, I ain't gonna, and she got it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Iman Shumpert, one, has a ring. Two, Iman Shumpert has spent more time in the playoffs than everybody the Cavs got now except for George Hill. So we can't just talk down on Iman Shumpert. Like,
no, I mean,
and
he was great off the bench.
No.
Probably shouldn't be a starter.
He has never been great at nothing in basketball except athleticism. But he is very aloof defensively. We ain't even gonna get. He can't shoot.
That was a vocabulary.
I don't know why you could pay a nigga that work at the gym can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he work at the gym.
So wait. We can't even characterize Iman Shumpert as a lockdown defender? We can't do that?
Name the niggas he done locked down. KD was getting the fuck off. He can't lock nobody down of importance. Steph was casually hitting his threes.
I was gonna say.
You know, I mean, I don't know. No hate, but I don't really think he that good of a basketball player. I think just in real life. If I was in his body, I feel like I would help more. You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
I have more. You have nothing to add.
Really, what it,
Fuck Amon
the
Shumpert.
conversation is, let's hope the Rockets are now formidable enough.
Amon Shumpert's a better rapper than a basketball player.
Maybe.
That's not saying a lot.
I just hope James Harden can score when it's warm outside. Because when it get past spring, James Harden is known to nut up.
Yeah, James Harden in the playoffs has been like a mixed bag. I feel like when we lost, I say we, but when the Rockets lost that series against the Spurs, and they lost in Game 6, I want to say, and Manu Ginobili blocked that last-minute shot James Harden was taking.
The truth is,
that was a rough. So he didn't play well after them first 4 games. It kind of felt like he checked out.
The game is 90% mental, 10% physical.
And if you think about it, the Rockets have not one but 2 niggas who don't play well in the playoffs.
Let's be honest real quick.
Chris Paul don't play well in the playoffs.
Let's be honest real quick.
As much as I love Chris Paul,
we love Chris Paul. Never been out the first.
Let's be honest real quick. Warriors in 5.
Yeah, it's like I don't even like the NBA.
That's
no more,
always the
and I love
assumption, but you still gotta discuss the other things. I mean, other things
let's
can
just say
happen.
The best thing that can happen is, let's say KD get hurt. Knock on wood. No, you know. They still the best team in the history of the NBA already.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
fake hurt. Yeah, that's the thing. They the Warriors make it unfair, and everybody is like adjusted their roster.
They added Nick Young. They adding pieces.
Yeah.
But Houston,
Nick
got
Young
a little
playing
whip now.
well too. Nick Young come off the bench, hit you with like 15.
They bench not mediocre.
They bench is mediocre.
They got a St. Louis nigga on their bench, Pat McCaw. Shout out to Pat McCaw.
Y'all represent every fucking thing.
Per capita, St. Louis got the most niggas in the NBA. But moving on.
Is that statistically?
Y'all got 4 niggas in the NBA.
We got more than 4 niggas.
Reference. Name all the St. Louis niggas in the NBA.
Can we get a fact check
Jason
from the
Tatum,
back?
Pat McCaw. What's my nigga?
He said per capita.
Per capita. Otto Porter.
They got 7 citizens.
Otto Porter. Brad Beal.
St. Louis got 7 citizens and 6
And that's
NBA
why I said per
players.
capita. Just like we top in killing per capita, we top in basketball per capita. That's all I'm saying. We got Lil Larry coming to the league soon.
So wait,
we got niggas on the way.
Wait, y'all got Jason Tatum. Y'all got Otto Porter. You got Brad Beal.
Which college just retired? David Lee just retired.
Okay, he's not in there no more.
Pat McCaw.
And Pat McCaw.
Yeah, that's a lot of niggas for you.
That's 4 niggas, B.
That's a lot of niggas in 3
I guarantee we
could
could get another small market.
Wait. Are we including St. Louis County? Did it all them people from St. Louis City? Because we know St. Louis County ain't necessarily included in the per capita stat.
It's the same shit.
See there? Exactly.
Moving on. Y'all know what it is.
So the Cavs brought in an extraordinarily young core. They get Larry Nance Jr.,
I like
Rodney Hood,
I like that.
Jordan Clarkson, shout out Mizzou, George Hill.
That's another St. Louis nigga. He low-key St. Louis nigga.
Who?
Just because he from Missouri. Fuck it. Anybody that came through Missouri is a goddamn.
So I'm a St. Louis nigga.
Low-key.
Get the fuck out.
Your best friend from St. Louis.
Exactly.
So, hey.
So here's my thing. The Cavs, everybody's kind of talking like the Cavs have like redone the roster in a way that can get them to the finals. And I'm not sure because only George Hill has playoff experience.
Is LeBron still living and in good health?
Has LeBron going through him?
LeBron is in
clearly
great
he's a
health.
St. Louis nigga.
I mean,
LeBron is in great health.
Hey, he an honorary St. Louis nigga. But overall, long as LeBron in good health, LeBron been playing possum the last few weeks, so the media could be upset and shit like that. Playing his power game like I love to see.
And after they talked about the trades with the front office, he went and gave this last game. He gave him a triple-double without any of the new guys, and then hit a game winner like the game
Kyle
before
Korver
that.
had 30. They only had 5 grown men on the team. Everybody else's equipment and shit like that. So I mean, I just can't doubt LeBron until LeBron showed me otherwise. He's in the finals.
James hit a game winner against the T-Wolves, and then followed that up with a triple-double. That shit's wild.
Jamie be going crazy.
Just because the front office was like, yeah, we're going to get you some new pieces. Turn up. And
I really like Joe Johnson because he has played with under that system already before. So he really that's where he got his bag at for the first time.
Yeah.
So I like to see that come full circle.
Yeah. My thing with the Rockets
and they got Brandon Wright.
Here's the thing. I have never been a fan of, like, even when the Phoenix Suns was popping, I was never a fan of that type of basketball. That's just not that run and gun, like let's get up as many jumpers as we can thing. I've never been a fan.
If you ever say Jamal in the gym, that's actually his whole thing. But I'll let him continue.
All he does is take off down the court and look for the easy jumper.
Step back.
It's never been
Step
like.
back.
All right, so wait, let's take a quick shift here. Just for a quick second, I got to ask y'all about some somewhat serious shit. Y'all seen this shit from Quincy Jones?
Shout out to Quincy Jones, bro. Shout out to Quincy Jones.
The realest alive.
Without Quincy Jones. I got to ask y'all something real. Beyond I could have fucked Donald Trump's wife, beyond all the shit like that.
Wait. Dated Donald Trump's daughter.
Yeah.
It's not that crazy. He got 20 girlfriends.
Beyond any of that.
He up 300 million.
It is not.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
But wait, beyond all of that, the most alarming thing was the statements that Marlon Brando fucked your favorite black male celebrity.
Which is not crazy because when you think of when you do the history on him, he grew up in a whorehouse.
He said Marlon Brando fucked Marvin Gaye in the ass and told him to put an E on the end of his name so people didn't think he was gay.
No, Marvin Gaye did that.
You're right. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But Marlon Brando fucked him in the ass. He fucked Richard Pryor in the ass.
Wait.
It was a wild time. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
He fucked James Baldwin in the ass.
Richard Pryor's widow confirmed that it was that probably happened.
Wait. Pause. I feel like she's fucking lying.
I don't think she's lying.
I'm gonna tell you
but
why I
I'd
think
be
she's
mad
lying.
as hell if somebody I'm in the grave.
I
don't think senior citizens lie for real.
No. I'm not
be
doubting.
honest, name all the old niggas you know to be lying.
They don't be
Ric
lying.
Flair. Okay, so look, I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that
Ric Flair just don't remember.
Ric Flair be lying. Look, I'm not doubting that Marlon Brando fucked Richard Pryor. I'm doubting that the story that's trying to be sold by the widow, because as soon as it came out, she said, "Oh yeah, I got a book about it. I'm gonna put it in the fucking store." No, you're fucking lying. You don't know shit. Because if he was fucking Richard Pryor, he wasn't fucking Richard Pryor when you were with him. He was fucking Richard Pryor when he was fucking Pam Grier.
If anybody would know if a
Let's
man's
keep it a
gay,
buck.
it would probably be their wife.
No, but she wasn't the wife when he was supposed to be getting fucked by Marlon Brando. This was when he was doing cocaine and fucking Pam Grier. He gave Pam Grier an infection in her vagina because the cocaine was infiltrating her box.
But that doesn't mean that
this is real shit. He put cocaine in her vagina when he was fucking her, and it was giving her an infection. And that's supposed to be the time that Marlon Brando was fucking him. So you as the widow, how the fuck you know Marlon Brando was fucking?
But it ain't like
you a liar.
But it ain't like you don't have to be. They didn't have to be together at the same time for them.
So do you think Richard Pryor gonna look at his wife and say, "Hey, baby, Marlon Brando used to fuck me in the ass"? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like
obviously
y'all got Richard Pryor fucked up.
If he really feels as casual about it as the widow makes it out to be, then it's not surprising that she knows. If he actually was as casual about it as he makes it sound.
And then what's wild about it? The daughter for Richard Pryor came out and said, "Yo, not only is
the daughter did come out against it.
Not only is Quincy wild as fuck for saying these lies, well, my dad not even here to defend himself, but his widow is fucking crazy. Yeah. Like, no,
I'll just say this. I kind of believe Quincy Jones off the strength that it's a lot of shit that niggas don't know to be happening about people that don't nobody ever say. You know what I'm saying? And it's like your daughter. A lot of people, kids don't know shit about their parents.
And Quincy Jones would be privy to all of that. Like
he
Quincy,
been that nigga.
Yeah,
he was with them
was
niggas
in that.
Hey, but
they was running trains on Marilyn Monroe and shit.
Quincy been famous for like 5 decades, something like that. Like
I tell you what I believe though.
What's that?
I believe when he said Michael Jackson stole all that shit. He said Michael Jackson stole all his hits.
And the greatest artist.
And didn't want to spend
the greatest artist.
All his hits.
He was just saying he thought he was greedy. Because he was just
didn't want to
like.
get no money to nobody. Like,
which is real.
Yeah, I was going to say, like.
They couldn't have sang it better than him.
I was going to say, it's the same way Prince don't let nobody sing his stuff. Like, Prince sued Glee when they did like a tribute episode to him. Like Prince don't
is
play
a great
that
motherfucker.
Shit.
Rest in peace, Prince. But
Michael Jackson's the industry.
But Prince's will never be greater than Michael Jackson on earth, unfortunately. His music, his catalog will never stand up. It depends on who you ask, but the truth is true. There's only one truth.
Here's the thing. I feel like Michael Jackson.
ABC is bigger than all that shit. And Michael Jackson wasn't even had no hair on his balls.
That's
he ain't even had no hair on his balls yet. And that nigga had bigger hits than almost his whole shit.
ABC is not bigger than Prince's entire catalog.
I ain't trying to be disrespectful.
That's strong as fuck.
That's
a
shit
take
now, but I'm just saying.
there. I'm not mad at it. I think that people give Prince more credit because he played all those instruments and like did all the music that went on his album. Like Michael Jackson was always the front man. He always sang and danced or whatever, but Prince played the instruments, had a more pivotal role in making the music, I think. So I respect if someone wants to say Prince is more well-rounded or more talented, but to say that he's a bigger artist is blasphemy. That's fucking crazy.
We already know who the biggest artist is and who probably ever will be.
You could make the argument Michael Jackson is the biggest artist ever.
It's about impact.
Amongst all musicians. It's kind of like Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson was from Gary, Indiana, man. Don't gas Tenelle up.
He is from Gary, Indiana.
But I will say though, the Midwest. I have a theory that the Midwest has produced the best niggas post-slavery and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fact. 1 in 3 niggas is famous from Chicago. 33% of all rich black people are from Chicago.
You know what's crazy? I drove around Hyde Park once and like feel like I got pointed out to every famous black person's house. That's,
you know what's crazy?
Farrakhan house look good as hell still, nigga. They shoveled his shit this morning. I was like, damn.
What's wild is when I was listening to an episode of Brilliant Idiots, and Charlamagne was like, everybody want to big up New York, everybody want to big up LA. He was like, the most creative motherfuckers in history come from Chicago.
Quincy Jones from the shot. I mean, you talking shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I ain't got no looks. He don't fuck with D-Rose. He don't fuck with Quincy.
Wait, pause first. I never said nothing against Quincy. I said I believe his story. I said the widow was full of shit.
I want to go back to
and then for D-Rose, I ain't say nothing against D-Rose. I just said I wouldn't mess up a chemistry of a team.
I want to go back to this. Like, I also believe Quincy Jones because of Tenelle's point. Like, old people don't lie about anything. Like, they don't, like, once you hit 75, maybe,
everybody he was talking about, he know he loves.
There's no reason
like,
to lie.
You know your grandma embarrass the fuck out of you out of love. Like, this nigga used to piss on himself all the time. And it'd be like, damn, grandma, like.
Because you know the older you get, the less you care about, like, societal norms and, like, what people have to say about you. And once you quit, not only is Quincy Jones old, but he's rich.
And I think the point
rich
he was making
old people
the
don't
entire
lie.
thing is that, you know, these people are humans. At the end of the day, you look at all these people as the most famous motherfuckers. He looked at Michael Jackson as an abused young kid who was struggling. You know what?
I can really appreciate that because I don't think anyone is taking like a theme from what he has to say. But that's a good point.
I had to read the interview.
That's
you know
a good point.
I'm intellectual. You know,
well, before we hop back,
that's the theme of the whole thing.
Before we hop back into some bullshit
quality
about Quincy and Mike and the rest of them.
Dreezy sexy as hell.
Dreezy fine as fuck. Shout out to Dreezy.
Major Key.
Chicago. She fine as fuck.
And her CD was good. Don't nobody listen to her
No
CDs.
Hard Feelings was fire, bro. That shit
was hella good, bro.
But with that said, we gonna wrap up the video portion here. We gonna slide into some music. You can keep listening with us at milesauce.co/radio. So go ahead and say goodbye to our YouTube visitors. And we'll be right back with you.
1, 2, 3.
I wasn't thinking about next year or even next week. Moving by myself.